Okay. Thank you. Let me first thank UNESCO and the government of China for inviting UN Habitat in this important meeting. As you may know, the mandate of Habitat is related to city, and sustainability of cities is core of the mandate. Myself, I am in charge of the global monitoring of the Habitat Agenda and the Millennium Development Goals. My presentation will not focus in a very specific country or cities. Our mandate is global. I'm going to present a global review of the contribution of culture to the sustainability of cities. I will present first urbanization trend because that will help us to contextualize the problems. Slum trend, if there is sustainability, there will not be slum. The fresh notion of city sustainability prosperity as presented by Habitat in 2012, the multiple forms of culture and sustainability and measurement of city prosperity. The presentations are based on 4 publications made by Habitat. The first one was State of the World City 2004-2005, Globalization and Urban Culture. This is similar to the session of today. In 2008-2009, UN Habitat put forward another report, Urban Cities, launched in Nanjing, China, at the World Urban Forum. In 2010, recognizing inequalities, we prepared a report on bridging the urban divide. And recently, as launched at Naples, we moved to what we call prosperity of cities. My presentation will try to synthesize this report that can be also accessed online. The main finding of this report will be summarized also. You can access it also online in UN Habitat website. Why sustainability? In 19th centuries, there was only 2% living in cities. I'm quite sure at this time we are not asking a question about sustainability of cities. But with the rapid urbanization, as of today, more than half of the world live in cities. And it is projected that by 2015, 70% will live in cities. The question of sustainability is relevant today. However, the urban transition operates differently. While in Latin America is in 1970, in West Africa, Asia, and East Africa is projected after 2020. Based on our evaluation, UN Habitat has the mandate to monitor the Millennium Development Goals, slum target, where the objective was to improve the life of 100 million slum dwellers. As we can see, there is improvement, but the proportion of slum dwellers remains important in many countries, including Sub-Saharan Africa, Southern Asia, and others. This poses the problem of sustainability. Why this? Because the provision of basic services was not enough to take into consideration the rapid urban growth. I remember in 2010 when we said the slum target was reached, the question was why the slum target is reached and the urban population is still, the slum urban population is still increasing. Because the provision of basic services was not enough for the newcomer in urban area, and this poses now the problem of sustainability. The problem of sustainability is related to unplanned urban growth leading to sprawl in many cities of the world, growing inequalities between rich and poor, serious distortion in the form and functionality of cities, grave damage to the environment, and this is in almost many countries and cities. Based on that, in 2012, UN Habitat believed that we need to look at a fresh notion of sustainable urban prosperity. To transform change in holistic, people-centric, socially and culturally inclusive, and sustainability. Based on 5 dimensions. One is related to productivity, where we look at the contribution of culture. The second is related to infrastructure. Third, quality of life, environmental sustainability, equity, and social inclusion. We believe that these 5 dimensions are key for city sustainability. The 6th is very important: governance, institution, and law, and urban planning. In all these dimensions, culture contributes. I will just skip some slides. Each dimension has been defined. I will not go in detail. If you want the PowerPoint, I will distribute it. I will also skip this slide. We are looking culture, bidimensional or multidimensional, the material aspect of culture and the non-material aspect of culture, related to values, attitude, beliefs, and lifestyle. Very important for many programs. This is just an example of. However, many cities now, based on our evaluation of the 21st century, are promoting a symbolic economy that produces information, design, and image. I will also, just to keep time, there is change on the way city is designed. Based on the relocation of monetary activities, in many cities there is conversion of unused space into new work life space. There is also enacting regulation to protect buildings from demolition and tax instead. It is based on also assessment. There is various examples such as art restoration indicate that urban cultural strategy can generate jobs and may be accompanied by a special restructuring of the urban fabric. There is a key example that can be also accessed on the publication. There is some references, very well documented. There is a global branding of cities also that can be accessed in the document. There is the development of inner-cities area in many cities like Paris, London, and so on. Therefore, there is a competition. That is the case of Bilbao. I think my friend was talking about it in Spain. There is a very well-known street in Taj Mahal. This is also an effort in Zanzibar, Tanzania, where also the effort to cultural heritage and conservation. This is very important for people who know very well Nairobi. Today, if it was not Wangari Maathai, who's the Green Belt movement with the Nobel Prize, this green space, park green space, will not be in Kenya. Everything will be built. But she fought for it for 20 years. And in 2004, she deserved to have the Nobel Peace Prize. Therefore, the civil society contributed to the conversion of culture. I will just skip to this. This is very important because this is a non-material of culture. How to integrate migrants, because city have also migrant came with their culture. And this will come now to how to create urban ethnic space. And all will bring us to what we call cultural social inclusion. This is some example you can access. Symbol of urban ethnic space. We can also expose the historic culture, identity in the urban environment, and that should be considered. Therefore, this is called for planning for multicultural cities. Cultural and social inclusion. This is just some example where we believe that inclusive urban planning is required. Environmental policy, historical preservation, social justice and equity, community development, and poverty alleviation. I will, but the main problem, and this is very important for all of us, why culture is usually overlooked, how to quantify it. Because we know very well what gets measured, gets done. But all the information we have related to culture is quantitative. Therefore, we are trying now to move forward to see how to quantify culture, how to assess the contribution of culture on production, how in all these 5 dimensions we can assess culture. This is just few examples. Vienna, Mexico City, and Joburg. I will move on it, just to want to take time. We will have time to discuss it. The City Prosperity Index can be used as a city sustainability index to formulate policy. There is a clear roadmap if really we would like to integrate culture to quantify it. Thank you.